Hi guys, this is Zach from visionswell.com here with another video. Today, we're taking a look at my EDC tech pouch, the ProCase Tech Pouch Cord Organizer. The brand is called ProCase, as you can see on the exterior here. It has kind of a cheap looking logo. It's like a rubber that's not that well stitched in. But this is like more of a budget tech pouch, so that's why I use it for my EDC when I'm going into the office, when I'm going to a friend's house, if I'm taking public transportation somewhere. It's a little bit more lightweight than my other tech organizers, so that's why we're taking a look today. It's actually not a bad design. I kind of like how minimalistic it is. The outside is this dark gray nylon that's water resistant. But obviously, because it's a tool roll, it's not waterproof. There's still water that could get in from the sides when something's rolled up. So I would not call this waterproof. But at least the outside, if you splash a little bit of water, spill coffee or something, you should be sort of all right here. There's also two grommets here that are metal, and they secure this shock cord that ends in a knot, and it has a cord stop, and that's what cinches the bag shut. So that's the way this kind of functions, just like any normal tool roll would. Some of them have like bows and stuff, but this one is a cinch cord. So let's take a look at the inside of the pouch. On the inside, you have a large mesh zipper pocket that runs the entire length. In here, I've stored my Samsung Galaxy earbuds, just little small earbud headphones. My little MagSafe Anchor charger that I've mentioned in other videos that has a stand for your phone, sticks to the back of your phone. Great to have on the go. It's a good emergency charging solution and doesn't take up that much space. And then just a, multiple in one cord that goes around your keychain, or you can just keep it in a little pouch, but it has Lightning, USB-A, and then two USB-Cs, and then you can match it up however you need to use it. Again, I don't really use Lightning anymore, so I'd like to get an updated one of this with a different attachment point here, but for what it is, it works just fine, and in case someone else has a device that needs it. Next up, you have these two little mesh sleeves that have elastic. The elastic feels pretty nice, and they're actually like kind of deep pockets, so you can fit a lot of bulkier stuff in here. I just have a Write in the Rain notebook. I carry one of these with me everywhere in varying sizes. Great to have a notebook, place to keep down notes, write down ideas, write emergency contact information, anything you could use. Then in the other pocket, I just have a pretty sizable length USB-C to USB-C cable that I use for basically all my devices. I'm mostly USB-C now, so a decently sized cord for that, tied with a Velcro gear tie, is helpful to have in this bag as well. Then I have just a Sharpie pen. I really like these Sharpie S-Gel pens. They're pretty cheap, but they write really well, they write smoothly, and it pairs with the notebook. So that's all I have in these two sleeves right here, but you can obviously fit like larger chargers and bricks and anything you might need, power banks, anything, headphones, whatever. So this is a really useful part of the compartment right here. Then next up is the cable organizer. So you have 6 little elastic loops here. On the website, they show people putting the cords through both loops and wrapping it around, but I don't know. I don't really have time for all that, so I just use each one individually. And yeah, it flops around a little bit, but it's not a big deal. In here right now, just as an example, I have an aux cable. If I want to plug any kind of headphones in or anything like that directly into my phone, as well as a dongle that goes USB-C to headphone jack. So This little combo right here means that any device that only has USB-C and no headphone jack can be used with a headphone jack, so helpful to have in my travels. Then these little mesh sleeves down here are actually a really great feature because they allow you to store little tiny dongles or adapters or attachments, SD cards that you would be afraid of losing in this bag. Sure, you could put them in the zippered pockets, but then they'd all be jangling around, so I like that you can individually compartmentalize them here. In mine, I just have a little a micro USB to a USB-C female. So this can actually work with this little cord. If I have a micro USB, I can just plug one of the USB-Cs in here, plug it into the device, and then I have a kind of all-in-one there. So that's why I pair these two together just in case. Then the final little bit of pockets, I have a little disc charger for my Apple Watch. So this thing's great. It has both a Lightning and a USB-C adapter. So whether you have an older iPhone or a newer one, you can still charge up your watch on the go and only have to carry this little puck in addition instead of a whole other watch charging cable. You can just use the cable that you have on you, plug it into here, charge the watch separately. Great to have. And then this last pocket here, I just have my 100-watt GAN charger from Anker. It has a little fold-down thing to plug into the wall. It has 2 USB-C and 1 USB-A. And it's really fast charging because of the GAN. And it's great. It's 100 watts, so it can charge a laptop, tablet, phone, watch, whatever you need. Headphones. This thing comes with me basically everywhere. Trips or EDC. It's a must-have. But I wanted to demonstrate the only issues I have with this bag are if you pack a lot of bulky gear in here. Let's just say I packed up these side pockets a bunch. These side pockets are notorious because they make it a little bit hard to close the pack. It doesn't fold super well. So just keep that in mind. I think that this is a better suited tech pouch for people who are minimalists or don't carry a ton of tech, and it's just your EDC that you bring to work or whatever, or in your car, because it can't fit a lot without becoming super bulky. So if you wanted to have its flat profile and use it to its strengths, I would suggest packing small gear in here, cords and flat things, and then it works out much better. So for my purposes, this works great as an EDC pouch, but it does come with a couple limitations, as I've mentioned. And just to compare it to the tech pouch that I bring typically when I travel, this is the Thule Subterra 2 Power Shuttle in the large size. And this is like my perfect tech pouch for when I travel because it carries a ton of different things. So I just wanted to compare the sizes here. As you can see, like, it's not that much smaller than the Thule. Maybe it's about a half or a third at most as big. So it just depends on how much space you have to spare. But the reason why I like the Thule, and I'll show this, is because there's certain things that I can't bring with this guy. And I have them in here. So I cannot fit my over-ear headphones, which are the Sony XM4s. And I really like these headphones and I like bringing them with me. So it kind of annoys me that I have to have a separate hard case or carry them on my head or something in my EDC bag. So this bag has always been a game changer for me. I also have a second larger 20,000 milliamp hour battery that can charge my phone multiple times. And this is a really good emergency backup. I always bring it on the road when I'm on an airplane just in case I'm in flight for a long time, some of my devices die. I got a big guy to back me up. Then I have some entertainment, which obviously I don't really need an EDC depending on the length of my trip, but this is something I also like keeping in my tech pouch. It's an Ambernic RG35XXH. It's a little emulation console. Have tons of games on here. I always bring this for air travel. great, small, tons of fun and entertainment while you're on the road. And then I just have another pair of wired headphones that I usually pair with the Ambernick. And, I could probably fit that in the roll case, but I just decided not to because I wasn't bringing this guy. And then the only other thing in here that I couldn't fit is this extra large USB-A to USB-C cable. This is what I always use in hotels so I don't have to be tethered so close to the plug when I plug my phone in to charge it while I'm hanging out in the room. So it's really good to have like a super long cable for your phone when you're in a hotel room or accommodation so that no matter where the plug is, you're not tethered to the wall. So in terms of my one bag travel, even though it's bulky, I'd still prefer the Thule. But in an EDC sense, or if I'm just bringing a bag with a laptop to work or to somebody's house or something like that, and I just need a couple chargers on me, then this works great. So depending on your use case, choose which adventure you want to go on. I typically choose this for short trips or just like easy everyday stuff, daily carry, and this is better for when I'm on the road. So that's all I have to say about that. Take care.